2020 has been, for a lot of people, for the world, it has been one of the most challenging years, probably in my life more than anything else. But it's not all over because 2021 is around the corner and we're going to start setting our goals. Whilst most people set goals with the monetary value side of things, I thought, you know what, let's change it up a bit because year on year we feel shit by setting money goals because when you get to your first month, at the end of the first month, you're not even anywhere close to anything. You don't feel like you're progressing. You end up beating yourself up about it. And because it's money orientated, we often question our self-worth, we start doubting ourselves, and the spiral continues affecting our work. So this year, I thought I'd provide some tips and lessons I've learned from goal setting over the last few years and how I've been able to achieve my goals year on year, especially over the last 3 years. So, number one is thinking about not about the money, but about the value that you want to create. This could be, especially during whatever's going on in the world, we need to be able to adjust or adapt to what the market is doing. So that's why we need to create some new products or services that gives us a little bit of focus, that gives us something to, okay, I need to create a level of value. This is what I'm going to create for the next year. This is the market. This is who I'm going to target. This is what I'm going to put out there. So the first question I always ask people, what value are you going to create and for whom? That is the most probably important question, especially goal setting from a business point of view. Number two is how many people are you going to reach and how are you going to reach them? So you need to put a figure on how many people you need to be contacting, be speaking to, how much of an audience you want to build, how much members of your community that you want, whether it's a Facebook group or wherever it is. You need to be able to put a number on it. So that way you can think, okay, this is how many people I want to reach. This is how many, this is how many people I just want to get to know and speak to all the time. Or by the end of the year, I want to be able to add some value to as many people as I can. So that's the second thing that I always say. The third thing is how many people am I going to ask? So there's a big difference between point number 2 and point number 3 because asking is very different from adding value. You can add value as much as you want, and that has the effects of building a brand, that has the effects of getting to position yourself as an expert, all these other things. But when you're asking, you're actually getting. 90% of people, especially when it comes to sales, marketing, whatever it is, they don't ask for that business. They don't ask for a seat at the table. They don't ask for an opportunity that they feel that they can get. So number 3, I want you to ask more in 2021 because by asking more, you're more likely to get more. Hope that helps. Number 4, and this is something that I've realized year on year, that you have to have a balanced life. Don't just look at business, monetary value, and all the other things associated with it. Look at, I need to improve all these other areas of my life. How can I raise the bar in my fitness game? How can I raise the bar in my relationship game? What's going to make me happy? What can I do to improve all these areas of my life? So have a think about what is it, how are you going to improve all the different areas of your life and what targets you have for them, because it's super key to ensuring that if say work goes wrong and it happens, you at least have that level of comfort and security and sort of not desperation in your personal life, because that's going to have a rub-on effect of how you perform in your business. If you're not looking after health, you're not looking after yourself, it's going to affect your business. That's just the reality of it. So you need to have a focus for yourself. Number 5, and probably my most important and most favorite, is don't just set goals here. put systems and strategies into place. What I mean by systems and strategies is break the goal down into what is it that you actually are going to do in terms of the task, but more importantly, how are you going to do them? It's like a machine or something that we order. It comes with a manual. It says, if you do this, you will get this output. You need to treat your business like that. What am I going to do that I'm going to follow? What is my step-by-step process? What is my system? What is my manual that's going to help me achieve or get closer to these goals or get closer to this outcome or output? And we often have, a process for the gym. We have, okay, this is what we need to eat, this is what we need to do. But how many times do we break down our businesses and the different aspects of our businesses to have systems and strategies in place? How are you going to get more sales? How are you going to build your brand? How are you going to make things more efficient from a time perspective? What routine do you need to have in place for this? What is the script that is required for you to be able to generate more leads? Whatever it is, you need to have the right system and the right strategy in place for you to actually get somewhere. So goal selling is pointless unless you have these systems and strategies in place in the first place. So now is the time for you to educate yourself, find yourself a mentor, associate yourself with someone who's going to give you these systems and strategies. Because if you don't have those, the goals are, again, another year goes on and another disappointing feeling that you're going to get, which is only going to affect you. So I hope that helps, guys. This video is sponsored by Morgan Group. I'm in the Birmingham office. Is an amazing friend and a business partner I've known for a number of years. They provide supported accommodation for children. They work with local authorities, housing associations, and people who work with vulnerable children or young adults who are kicked out of the system, come from jail, etc., etc. They are an ethical business and how they run, and I love that they've got the purpose arm as well as the investment arm for the business. So if anyone needs more information about them, feel free to reach out. If you guys need someone, any suggestions, any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments. Please subscribe, click on the notification bell for notifications every time I post a new video. I would really appreciate it because next year I want to be providing as much value as I possibly can to you guys. I hope that helps. Speak to you guys soon.